Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Hi, hello, how are you? How has your week been? I have been saying this the last several videos, but I think I really just kind of saved some of my favorite reading vlogs for the end of the year, just coincidentally. So basically, I decided to start up this channel in May, and in June, I sat down and I basically planned out content for the whole rest of the year. And I thought of what I thought was a genius idea to read books based off of my favorite movies. Because I have several favorite movies. I am someone who, when you ask me what my favorite movie is, I cannot give you one answer. Because I have a favorite Marvel movie, a favorite rom-com, the movie that I watch when I'm doing self-care nights, my favorite movie I watch when I want to laugh, my favorite movie I watch when I want to cry, my favorite movie I watch when I want to think hard. I have so many different, my favorite nostalgic movie, my favorite animated movie. I have so many different favorite movies because I can never pick just one. And so I feel like since I already know that I love those movies, how great of an idea would it be for me to read books that are similar to these movies, because I feel like that would be a pretty surefire way to really find books that I'm going to love. So, and for this video, we are going to pick two of my favorite movies, and I have picked out books that I think are similar to these movies, and I'm really excited to read them. The first of my favorite movies that I'm going to be reading based off of is another Cinderella story, which is the Cinderella story version that includes Selena Gomez. Now, I love a good Cinderella retelling movie. I watch all of them. I've watched, I love the Hilary Duff one, love the Selena Gomez one, love the Lucy Hale one, seen the one with Sophia Carson, seen the awful one with Laura Morano, that's Christmas one. But I will scour any streaming service for a Cinderella retelling. But my favorite one of all time that I've ever seen in my life is another Cinderella story with Drew Seeley and Selena Gomez. There was a time, I don't remember how old I was. I think it was in middle school. This was back when we still had cable and we had the DVR recording. I had recorded this movie on the DVR, and for some reason that summer I watched that movie every single day. Guaranteed once a day I was watching that movie. Could quote pretty much the entire thing. And I just love that that movie so much. So the first book I'm going to be reading is similar to that. It's called A Shard of Glass, and it is very clearly a Cinderella retelling. So let us get started. Okay, so this book is turning out to be a pretty quick read because it's only 250 pages maybe, and I read for I read earlier for an hour. I read earlier for about an hour and 10 minutes, and I read 95 pages, which is more than a page per minute, and I'm at 30-something%, I think. Close to 40%, I think. I'm loving this book. So it's a little bit different. So the obvious Cinderella character and the Prince Charming character, they don't meet at a ball. They meet when he sleeps in her barn because it's raining really hard outside. And then she gets a job working at the castle because obviously her stepmother needs the money because her dad is dead, and her stepmother blames her dad's death on the daughter, on the female main character. Her name is Ashlyn. So she goes to work at the castle But obviously that's where the prince is. And so then they get to kind of know each other, which is like different than I feel like most Cinderella retellings. So I'm kind of eating this up, I'm not gonna lie. I really had no idea what to expect going into this. Because I just filmed my end of year book tag today and was talking about how I did not like These Violent Delights because it was a Romeo and Juliet retelling. And I was like, I guess, in my head I was like, I guess I don't really like retellings all that much. But I am eating up this Cinderella retelling. So maybe I'm a liar. Maybe I am a liar. So I finished Shard of Glass, and now I have to read the second one. Second one immediately on my TBR. Because what I didn't realize going into this, like I kind of knew it was a series, but like I didn't really realize that it was a series and like how interconnected the stories are until I finished reading this one. It was very similar to another Cinderella story. Like very similar. And even another Cinderella story is different than like most of the other Cinderella story movies you've seen, because like another Cinderella story, the couple like gets together like about halfway through the movie, and then up until about like 2/3 of the way through the movie they are like together and they're seen together and like it's all cutesy and stuff, and then it's like a third act breakup situation, which is how this book is modeled. And just the way that, I don't know how to say the love interest's name. It's O-N-R-I-C. Enrique? I don't know. But this man just is too much. I can't handle him. Like, he gives me butterflies. So this is the first book that I read in the reading books based on my favorite movies, and I would say it was a success. I'm giving it 4 stars. Loved it. Loved it. And I will be reading the second one, which is a Beauty and the Beast retelling. Yeah. This next book that I'm reading, I am so excited for this book. This one is actually the book that inspired this series, because this book is a direct retelling of the exact movie that is my favorite. But the second movie that I'm going to be reading based off of is my favorite Barbie movie, which is Barbie and the 12 Dancing Princesses. I love that movie. Well, really, it was the only one that I ever had on DVD as a kid, so it was really like one of the only ones that I'd seen. But for this year, for my 22nd birthday, I had friends over and we watched Barbie and the 12 Dancing Princesses, and it was a great time. And I rediscovered that movie because I love that movie. And A House of Salt and Sorrows is a Barbie and the 12 Dancing Princesses retelling. So like, perfect for this video. I am so excited to read it. I am so excited to read it. I'm so excited to start reading. How many times can I say so excited in a single clip? I don't know. But let's not waste any more time. Let's get started. Okay, so I'm a little bit into the book, and the sisters have a stepmother who their father married like a couple months ago. So far, apparently 4 out of the 12 sisters are dead. And the book opens up at the funeral of one of the sisters. And at the wake, the stepmother decides it's a really, really genius idea to announce to the entire people in attendance at the wake for her new husband's dead daughter, her pregnancy. Wow. So far she hasn't given given me any reason to like dislike her, but that was friggin' stupid. So it appears the youngest sister belongs in the Sixth Sense. Okay, I'm about 53% of the way through the book. I'm on page 231. Currently, there are 2 potential love interests. And at this current moment, both of them are giving off bad vibes. So I'm interested to see how that all shakes loose. And the stepmom, I think she's just a little ignorant. And that causes her to say things that are not inherently kind. And the older sister, so Anna is the main protagonist. Her sister, who's just a tad older than her, Camille, she is really getting on my nerves, but also, you know, have to give her grace because she's gone through a lot. She's had her mom and 4 of her sisters die in the past like 6 years. So, have to be kind. Okay, now the love interest, the main love interest, is especially fishy because he knows things that Anna Lee never told him. Claims that he learned it by like either talking to her sister or he read her dead older sister's names off of the black on a picture that she couldn't even read. I think I'm about to read a big plot twist, so let's see. Okay, I've forgiven one of the love interests. I like him again. So I finished House of Salt and Sorrows. Oh my gosh. That book is incredible. At the beginning, I was a little bit skeptical just because the world building was a little bit iffy. Because, like, some of the names for things were just kind of silly, and their, like, ritual stuff was a little bit hard to get into just because the book immediately starts off with that stuff. It doesn't, like, ease you into it really at all. But, oh my gosh, that book, like, you know, I thought I knew what I was getting into, you know, knowing it was a Barbie and the 12 Dancing Princesses retelling. I had no idea what I was getting into. That book is so good. And there is a sequel to it, and I am so excited to read that. I never knew what was gonna come next. Everything was just unexpected. It was crazy. 4.5 stars. And that's just that. Highly recommend. Highly recommend. Oh my gosh. So this first episode in this series was a smashing success. 2 amazing books based off of 2 of my favorite movies. I'm so excited now for the other parts of this series. But that is all I have for you guys today. It is the last Bookmas video for 2023. Can you believe I actually posted 12 videos in 24 days? Because that's actually crazy. I really didn't do that much planning ahead for this series. So the fact that I actually managed to pull it off, very proud of myself. It has been so much fun posting all of these videos and getting to spend the month with you guys. If you haven't watched all of the videos, I made a playlist on my channel of all of my Bookmas videos. So you can just go hit play on that and see all of the fun videos that I posted this month. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're feeling up to it. I hope y'all have a lovely rest of your day and an amazing Christmas or holiday season, whatever you celebrate. I will see you guys next time. Bye.